時装備を点検してそこだ。
Ibuki, one of the characters from the Street Fighter 3 lineup. Her ninja style is one of the most iconic in the Street Fighter series. Ibuki has a diverse style of fighting. What are the secrets behind Ibuki and her ninja heritage? Welcome to the Street Fighterverse. It is said that Ibuki character design, hairstyle, and body proportions pre-Street Fighter V appear to be highly inspired by Lin Kuosara from Capcom's 1994 Alien vs. Predator game. Both characters are also speed characters, whose fighting styles are passed down from the ancient traditions. Lieutenant Lin Kuosara was a human cyborg who led the 13th Colonial Marines Corps. She was involved in combating a xenomorph infestation in San Druid, California. Alien vs. Predator is a beat-em-up game developed and released by Capcom for the CPS2 arcade game system in 1994. Based on the science fiction franchise of the same name, the players take control of up to 3 out of 4 human and predator characters in a battle against alien hordes and rogue human soldiers. It is stated that Ibuki was designed by legendary artist Kinu Nishimura. Nishimura is a Japanese video game and anime concept artist and illustrator. She began working for Capcom in the early 1990s, while studying in the Kyoto University of Art and Design. During her time at Capcom, she provided designs and art for many of their games, including the Street Fighter series, working alongside Akiman as the main illustrator for Street Fighter 2 and as character designer, promotional illustrator, and in-game artist for Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4. Akiman Yasuda is credited for the creation of most of the Street Fighter 2 roster. Ibuki's school uniform was well liked by Capcom producer Hideaki Itsuno. He used the same school uniform designed for rival school character Inata Wakaba. Rival Schools, known as Justice Gauken in Japan, is a series of 3D fighting games developed by Capcom. Inata has short brown hair with a white headband on her forehead and brown eyes. She wears a blue sleeveless shirt with a pink ribbon in the collar, blue skirt, white pants, white socks, and white and yellow sneakers. Ibuki's appearance has an athletic build, yet petite figure. Her black hair is divided in 3 angular bangs at the front, and in the back, she has twin ponytails, mid-length, held back tightly in a top knot, though some other media changes this. Unlike most other female characters in the same game, Ibuki's outfit is a more traditional type of ninja doji, consisting of sleeveless back upper garment, baggy pants, arm guards, and a mask that conceals the lower half of her face. Her footwear consists only of clothed bandages that are wrapped around her shins, ankles, and instep, somewhat realistically protecting her from foot-related injuries. However, her garments are more revealing than normal ninja ones. In one of her win animations in Street Fighter 3, Ibuki's normal clothes consist of a white sleeveless blue shirt, blue denim pants, and gray and black sneakers. She also carries a yellow backpack. Her school uniform consists of a light blue sleeveless shirt under a white short sleeve button shirt with a red lace ribbon at the center of her collar, light blue skirt, black shorts underneath, white socks, and blue and white sneakers. Ibuki tends to have ninja-themed accessories in some of her casual outfits. Her second alternate in Street Fighter 4 has a chain of miniaturized toy kunai and a shuriken belt buckle, and has added ninja elements to 2 of her uniforms and her school swimsuit. Her sporty outfit, despite being one of the more realistic outfits for her, based on a female track and field runner's outfit, has kunai printed in various parts of the outfit. Ibuki is from Japan, and lives in a village entirely composed of ninjas called the Glade of Ninjas. This village is hidden from the secret society's watchful eyes, where she has trained in the deadly art of ninjutsu since childhood. It is implied in the comics that she was not born into her village. Rather, she was found as a baby and taken from the evil Geki clan. It is a possibility that Geki was the one who trained, or at the very least inspired, Vega in the art of ninjutsu, since the latter went to Japan to study it according to the game's storyline. Vega also wears the same type of claw weapon as Geki's. Additionally, Geki's concept and playstyle seems to have been passed down to Vega and Ibuki in separate ways. Ninjutsu, sometimes used interchangeably with the modern term ninpo, is the strategy and tactics of unconventional warfare, guerrilla warfare, and espionage practiced by the ninja. After doing the same routine every day and attending a school for ninjas, she wishes to live like a normal schoolgirl. Her best friend is her classmate Sarai. Ibuki also has a pet tanuki named Don, who is often referred to as Don-chan. Tanuki, also known as a Japanese raccoon dog, is a puzzling animal species that has been significant in Japanese folklore since ancient times. The legendary tanuki is reputed to be mischievous and jolly, a master of disguise and shape-shifting, but somewhat gullible and absent-minded. Ibuki's Don would surely make great pals with Animal Crossing's Tom Nook. As a ninja, Inuki's style derives from the ninjutsu. Ibuki's style emphasizes a more traditional depiction, utilizing kicks, grabs, speed, agility, and accuracy for an aggressive and deadly approach. Somewhat interestingly, Ibuki is the only playable character who uses pure ninjutsu. Ibuki's fighting style is characterized by her speed and agility. Several of her special moves are useful in both closing distance and evading her foe and/or their attacks. Her hien, for example, is capable of letting her jump over most projectiles while following up with a vaulting kick. And her kasumikake can allow her to pass through opponents entirely, giving her the potential to set up confusing cross-ups, or the potential to just confuse in general. While she may not be as strong as other characters, Ibuki's attacks hit fast. And like other characters from the Street Fighter 3 series, she possesses target combos, which allow her to change several normal moves in less than seconds. Ibuki's voice actors are Yuri Amano.
Ibuki, Kenzan! Shojin shinayo!
She has done the voice for Ibuki in the Street Fighter 3 series and Street Fighter Pocket Fighter. The next voice actor is Ayumi Fujimura.
Atashi? Iyo, makasete!
She has been the voice actor for Street Fighter 4 and 5. She also has done her voice in Street Fighter Tekken. Ibuki's English version voice actor is Cat Steele.
I'll handle it. Quickly on the scene!
She has done the voice for Ibuki in Street Fighter 4 and 5. She has also acted her voice in Street Fighter Tekken. In this episode, we talked about Ibuki's origins, background, design, appearance, and her different types of voice actors. Sakura Kasugano's initial concept of her design was created by Street Fighter's Akira Akiman Yasuda, mostly known for creating most of the Street Fighter roster in Street Fighter 2. In the early stages of developing the Street Fighter Alpha 2 game, Akira Yasuda was called to share his insight in the development of this project. He offered Sakura as a character, and the Street Fighter Alpha team were not impressed with the character. This event rapidly bummed out Akira Yasuda, but luckily after going back to his desk, his boss passed by and loved the design of Sakura, which led to the inclusion of Sakura in the Street Fighter Alpha 2 game. Never expected that a character like Sakura was ever going to be cancelled. She is one of the most beloved Street Fighter characters in existence. In the early stages of Sakura's design, she wears a kimono shirt and hakama pants, traditional attire from Japan. Later in development, it was changed to a Japanese sailor outfit. Akira Yasuda's inspiration was based on the schoolgirl type characterization that was popular at that time. It is said that the creation of Sakura's clothing was inspired by Sailor Moon. Being popular in Japan and in many parts of the world, Sailor Moon is an anime and manga written and illustrated by Naoko Taikuchi. The series follows the adventures of a schoolgirl named Usagi Tsukino, as she transforms into Sailor Moon to search for a magical artifact, the legendary Silver Crystal. She leads a group of friends, the Sailor Soldiers, or Sailor Guardians, in which they change the name in later editions. Sailor Moon and the Guardians battle villains against the theft of the Silver Crystal and the destruction of the solar system. Akiman Yasuda is known to find inspiration from diverse places. It is said that part of Sakura's creation was inspired by Black Widow, a character from the video game franchise Slam Masters. It is also said that one of the early concepts of Sakura was a biker girl, which was rehashed and made into Akira from rival schools. Coincidentally, Akira Kasama herself would become playable in a Street Fighter game, starting with Street Fighter V Champion Edition as a DLC character. Sakura's type of attire is called a seifuku in Japan. The Japanese school uniform is modeled in appearance similar to that of the European-style naval uniforms. It was first used in Japan in the late 19th century, replacing the traditional kimono. Today, school uniforms are common in many of the Japanese public and private school systems. She also wears red Converse-style shoes, a midriff-bearing red top under her uniform, red sparring gloves, a yellow neckerchief, and a white headband that was given to her by Ryu before the events of Street Fighter Alpha 2. She has short brown hair and brown eyes. Her fuku is blue with single white linings on each side and white socks. In Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter X Tekken, her socks are shorter and their color is navy blue. Her school uniform becomes her nostalgia costume in Street Fighter 5. In her ending in Super Street Fighter 4, her hair is slightly longer. She wears a red high-neck sporty jacket with a single line at the center, a white short-sleeve undershirt, black shorts, white socks, and white sneakers, with matching designs. She also maintains her white headband. In Street Fighter V, Sakura wears a different outfit that consists of a navy blue vest with a pink trim, a white long sleeve button shirt underneath, a pleated skirt with frills at the edge, black mid-length socks, and black short-looking boots. Her tie is long, and the colors are pink and white, and is tied at her midriff bearing top. Like Ryu's, her headband is red, along with matching gloves with a stylized written on the white lines. She also has a head microphone in her left ear. Sakura is a highly energetic, outgoing, and hardworking character who takes her martial arts very seriously. She is highly competitive, especially with Street Fighter character Garin Gansuki. You can see many of their rivalries in Sakura's Ganbaru manga and Uran Comics' Street Fighter Legends Sakura editions. Sakura has a noble soul with a determined perspective from her classroom obligations, as well as her martial arts training. Due to her charisma of innocence and her sincere attitude, Sakura has gained the admiration and friendship of many, including her best friend Kei Chiyotsu and other of her close friends Hinata, Natsu, and Shoma. She is a huge fan of Ryu's fighting style. Her fighting style is inspired by Ryu, since she imitates everything that he does from a fighter's perspective and philosophies in the battle arena. She manages to balance her schoolwork with her training, in hopes of being accepted as Ryu's student, and prove herself by fighting worthy adversaries. In a clean match, Sakura is a very patient and disciplined warrior. She is the embodiment of innocence, and is acknowledged by many fighters to have great potential, that may one day match Ryu and Ken in strength when she gets older and skilled. Sakura's fighting techniques, as stated before, is similar to the style of Ryu's and Ken's. She can effectively gather chi energy. Sakura can perform the Hadouken like Ryu, but not as extensive as him, due to her lack of formal training. She can control the size of her Hadouken to an extent, sacrificing distance for power. Her Hadoukens can be 3 times as large as her normal Hadoukens. She also uses the Shupunkyaku, a shorter version of the Tatsumaki Seppunkyaku. The difference between the two is that, for example, Ryu's Tatsumaki stays constant in the air, while Sakura's descends in an arc motion pattern. Another one of her techniques is the Shokuken, a copycat version of the Shoryuken. While most of the Shoryukens are made from a standing anti-air point, Sakura performs it by running and throwing body blows, ending the combination with an uppercut. In her appearance in Street Fighter EX3, she gains 2 unique meteor combos. First is the Negetsu Hadouken, in which she fires a massive pink Hadouken, which is several times her size, exceptionally fast, and does more damage than any other projectile attack in the game. The second is Genki Ichiban. She tiptoes towards her opponent and points and laughs. In Street Fighter V, her critical art is the Sakura Rain, where she shoots Hadouken to knock her opponent. As she strikes her pose, she hits her opponent with a powerful Shunpukyaku and punches hard to the opponent's groin, followed by an uppercut to knock them down. Her punch and uppercut to her opponent nearly resembles a slower version of Ryu's Metsu Shoryuken. Sakura is one of these characters that are 1 in a million. Her resilient attitude makes her one of the most strong-willed characters in the Street Fighter series. So what did you like about Ibuki? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on new theories and info. Thank you for watching. This has been your Street Fighter host, Welcome to the Center Stage, our new Discord server. There you can talk with us, chat about current events going on in Street Fighter, information, theories, and lore. We'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and becoming part of this Street Fighter community. We want to thank you for your positive comments towards our channel because it only habilitates us to grow even more. From the Street Fighterverse crew, we thank you.